Hey everybody, welcome to Connecting Japan, and I would like to apologize that we didn't get the ramen video to you. Lots of reasons which we won't go into right now. But we are going to do the symbols of prosperity in Japan video first. Quick disclaimer, of course we're Christian and obviously we don't need prosperity and luck and everything like that. We trust in God, but we are giving you some interesting information about the kind of things you're going to see in Japan, what to watch out for, and what they mean. And of course, we've got behind me my little co-star, of course, as you know, that's Charlotte. Thought we'd bring this out. I haven't used this in a while. Good old picture of Mount Fuji. This video is not an exhaustive one on prosperity symbols. There's a lot of them. We will leave a link to a couple of our older videos so you can check some of the other information out on that, and we try and keep the information as up to date as possible. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first one on our list is the Daruma doll. Now, you might have seen these if you've gone wandering around Tokyo and other places. These are the painted finished product. Generally speaking, they don't have any paint on them because it is a goal-setting doll. So it doesn't look like a doll in the way we believe they are, but that's what they're called. So different colors signify different types of goals. Obviously you select the colors, the styles that you want, then you paint the eyes, and then you write the goal, or you get someone to write for you in Japanese. And these do not stay on your shelf. Once the goal has been achieved, then you throw the Daruma doll into the fire. Now, if you've seen any of these, you can check that out on various sites. These are usually done within a year or a year after the doll has been painted, and they're not essentially a decoration item. So check them out, and if you see them around, just remember they're meant to be burnt. They're not to sit on your shelf. The next one is omamori. Omamori is like a silk pouch with essentially, as Japan and China have the same type of kanji character system, it will have some information on it. These are usually found at mainly Buddhist shrines, and sometimes you will find them at Shinto as well during different festivals and when the temples are open and a lot of the public come through. As a rule, of course, these are blessed by the monks, so I generally avoid those sort of ones for obvious reasons. But these are usually meant as protective talismans. So for those who are more superstitious and want to keep bad energy from their home, these are what these omamori are for. There are various different colors and styles out there as well, similar to the Daruma, and usually certain seasons and certain festivities you will find different styles and colors if that is what you want. The next one, of course, is the koinobori. Now, we've talked about the koinobori before because if you've seen our Golden Week video, or check down in the link below this video, this is a very small one. Generally, they're much larger than this and are often flown over schools, nurseries, which is more like daycares or early education centers, during Children's Day, which is to promote strength, perseverance, and success for their children, sort of like to bless them into the next year. So yes, they come in different styles. This is just a very basic one. As you can see, they are also a kite. So not only are they flown from flagpoles over Children's Day, they are also actually seen in public as kites as well. As I mentioned in the Golden Week video, we actually had the experience, well, I had the actual experience of actually painting a very big one of these, and I wish I had kept it because it was really pretty. And they take a while to paint, but they're quite nice. And it's sort of like silk paint. So yeah, that's a very small example of what a koinobori looks like. Osechi ryori. Now, we'll leave a link to the bottom of this video about that. So, osechi ryori is usually meal held on oshogatsu. So now I know what the word is for New Year's. Oshogatsu. So New Year in Japanese New Year. I didn't realize how long it takes to actually create a proper osechi ryori. And this is usually eaten over the 3 to 4 day period of the Japanese New Year, because a lot of shops are shut. Now, a lot of people actually buy their own versions of these, but some of the items, like more of the main meal items, are the same. So check the YouTube video of that. So a lot of the foods are for success in education, life, health, all those sort of things. Each of the different foods has a different meaning. So we're not going to go into that. Go and check that video out to find out more information. So let's go into one of the other things that you'll find at shrines. It's called a emma, a wooden plaque. Now, these are often found in both Buddhist and Shinto shrines, particularly over the big event festivals. So we've talked about festivals a little bit in this channel. So we've mainly Golden Week, but there is Oban, which is like honoring the ancestors, which is more like the August period. Yeah, there's Oshogatsu, which we've talked about, Japanese New Year. And so those are the main three, Golden Week, Oshogatsu, and Oban. So generally with those, they would have these sort of things out, but they have them for minor festivals that are held only locally. So if you want to check out when festivals and things are happening in the area that you might be traveling, might I suggest going to the Japanese National Travel Organization, JNTO, and there is a comprehensive list on their website which areas are having festivities. And as we're in summer, Matsuri is very popular this time of the year, so do go to one of those if you have the opportunity and you don't mind Japanese heat. Okay, so the next one on the list, we're going to talk about animals and flowers. So let's do the animals first. Cats, you've seen the waving cat. Generally speaking, the waving cat is not actually Japanese as such. It's more Chinese. It's very popular there in Japan as well. It's neko is the word for cat, and often they are held are put at the front of a business. So as you walk in, it helps with business success and prosperity. The tanuki, or the raccoon dog, you did see a picture of that in the intro. Raccoon dogs are a very unique creature to Japan. And they are very brave and tenacious animals. So it's no surprise that the tanuki is a symbol of protection. As the lion dog is a symbol of protection in China, it's on the similar vein. Tanuki dogs, raccoon dogs, are considered guardians, and so protection against bad energy, and to protect the home. So, frogs, or kairu, this word appears in Japanese more often than you think. Kairu is the verb to return. Kairu also means frog. If you want to know how a frog croaks in Japanese, it's kero kero. So kairu means to go, to return home. So the frog is a symbol of safe travel. So if you see that, anybody with a frog on their luggage, you would probably think that they're obviously praying for a safe travel home from wherever they are. Owls are actually considered a symbol of good luck. Now, in the Western world, we think of owls as being a symbol of wisdom and intelligence. In Japanese, they are considered lucky. So I'm not sure how the luck part of it actually plays into it. It didn't really give me much information about that, but that's what it's for. If you've been to Nara, of course, you've seen the deer. Deer are very friendly creatures, and they're symbol of harmony. So Japan, of course, is very big on harmony. The current season they're in terms of their monarch is Reiwa, which is harmonious order. So it's not surprised that the deer is chosen for this particular part of Japanese culture. So the other ones are cranes and turtles. Two very different creatures, obviously, but they are symbolized as creatures of long life. And we know that turtles can live for quite a long time. So it's no surprise that these two creatures are chosen for this particular part of Japanese life. Flowers, of course, we're in summer now, but I have been there in the spring. Some of the flowers that you'll see are plum blossoms and cherry blossoms. Both of them are symbols of renewal and rebirth. So, and are considered quite, well, lucky. Case in point, the World Rugby, which was quite a while ago now, Japan's Guernseys had the cherry blossom on it, which is not necessarily just indigenous to Japan. Other countries have them as well. It's considered good luck. As it turns out, they actually beat Australia in terms of how far they got. So they got into the semi-finals. So their team name was the Brave Blossoms. Now, it's a rather unusual one. And as you can see here, I'm wearing cherry blossoms here. So both cherry and plum blossoms, they actually come out about roughly about the same time. Plum blossoms obviously a bit more indigenous to where we've visited on our first trip to Japan, which was Fukuoka, which I really wish we had some footage of that to show you. But they're both flowers that are used for that. And in different festivities and so on, you will see these two, when they're in bloom, in people's homes as well. Peonies, they are known as the king of flowers, if you didn't know that. So we'll try and put a picture of the peony up here, and you will see it on the intro if we can't. It's called for fortune, wealth, and bravery. Maybe it's got something to do with where they bloom. I don't know why, but it is considered something that you will see often on Japanese clothing, particularly the traditional kinds such as yukatas, hyori, and kimono. And so have a look next time you're wandering around somewhere, not necessarily in Japan, and look for the peony flower, and you will see it feature predominantly on certain pieces of clothing and probably other things as well. The wisteria, not a plant we see too often here in Australia, but in Japan they're everywhere. The beautiful purple draping down flowers. I barely got to see them when I was in Japan last time because the season was pretty much over by the time we visited. But they are a symbol of success. So it's often seen in businesses as well. Usually fake. The word for fake flower in Japanese, I've just learned it, is zoka. Zoka, meaning artificial or fake flower. So obviously they will use fake flowers of these somewhere it put up in their business. So if you see that, now you know what it means. Orchids, of course. Now I know why people put orchids, particularly Asian restaurants, in their businesses as well and in their shops. It is a flower that is symbolic of positive energy. And I suppose the fact that they're beautiful is beside the point, really, isn't it? They are. And that's something a lot of countries, not just Japan, use all around their businesses and in their shops as well. So the last one, of course, is hydrangeas, which the season has ended now. They're probably, or you might still be able to find them if you're in Japan right now. And the hydrangea, which is one of my personal favorites, apart from roses, means wealth. So again, this is another one you will see, particularly in businesses. And they're a pretty beautiful flower anyway as well. So there you go, guys. That is our video on symbols of prosperity in Japan. Like I said, it's not an exhaustive list. So this concludes our video. We are going to do ramen cooking in the next one, which will take some time. From all of us here at Connecting Japan, I hope you're staying warm if you are in Australia, because it's quite cold here right now. And we'll see you next time. Do keep us in your thoughts as well, guys. We're on YouTube, as you're watching right now, Instagram, Facebook. We have a website with blogs and everything on it. It has all our updates. And we're only a few weeks out from Thailand. And see you next time, guys.